Hello and welcome to Tip of the Week. In this video we're going to cover how to bring in a site plan that has wild, crazy coordinates into your Revit model. Now you may have been working on your building for a week or so and then you decide, okay, I got to bring this site in. And when you open up the site, we'll go to it right now. I'm going to AutoCAD. You'll notice that when I move my cursor around, if you look down in the lower left-hand corner, look at the wild numbers we have. It's actually in the millions as far as these. Surveyors use, let's say, state plane coordinates or some number, some reference that's not typical to architects. It's your typical, I got a 100-foot wall. It's all based off of some, faraway benchmark. So how do we make this file, which has these wild numbers, match up nice and neat and fall right on top of my building? I'm thinking, that's got to be crazy. How do we make that happen? So let's take a look at how we can make it happen. It's actually not that hard. Just to show there's no smoke and mirrors, I will start from scratch with the project, and I will set the point, and bam, that'll be that. Okay, so let's go ahead and give it a shot. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to take a look at maybe we got this little building right here. We got this big site, and I want you to notice that the site right here has got a corner. Now, I'm going to zoom in on that corner, and I'm going to ID that corner. To ID the corner, what you want to do is use a command called point, P-O-I-N-T. When you hit point, it's actually going to put a point on the object. Now you'll see there's options that pop up, PD mode 0 and point size 0. I'm going to pick the point, and there we go. Now I'm going to type in PD mode. PD mode lets you change the value for the point. Currently the point is a single pixel, hard to see. 34, enter, is one of my favorites. It's a cool little graphic. I've been using it forever. That makes it easy for me to see it. Now, that's really not that important. You could type out different numbers and give different ones, but here we go. I'm going to pick on it. Notice, see these positions, write them down. Write them down, and we're going to key them into Revit. Okay? Now, you're thinking, well, how can we make, can we do that? Sure. Now, you may use the corner of the building, or you may use something else. You can ID whatever you want. Now, let's say I want the site to line up with this corner of the building. Okay, now we're going to really get fancy here. Now, that's what I want it to line up. So I'm going to ID that point again. Point, enter, and since I've already had the PD mode set, you see it picks it. Now I'm going to pick this, and I'm going to write that number down. So now I got the number written down, and you can see it right here. You're doing a little screen capture of it, whatever you want to do. You can even highlight the number and save it. Okay, but there it is. And that's important to us. Now, we're going to go to Revit, and just to show there's no smoke and mirrors, I'm going to start a new project. New project, and I'm going to go to commercial, and boom, there it is. Okay, so it just opens up one. Now, let's say we had the building in here. Now, I really don't know the size of the building, so what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to put a little L shape as a marker. I don't have a building, so I'm just going to come in here and put a little L. Let's say that is the corner of the building. Now, if I want to go draw a building in there, I could. Make it like this and like that, right? But really, my main objective is to bring the site in. So I want that to be the corner of the building. Now, in Revit, if I go and reveal my markers, that's my survey point and my survey point and project point. Let me go ahead and right-click on Hide and View Elements. Now I can see. Let's turn that off. Whoops, must have did something wrong there. Grab them. Okay, right-click. Unhide and view, categories, and hit it again. Alright, I don't know what I did there. Interesting. I must be doing something wrong. Try that again. Right click. Unhide and view elements. Let's see if that worked. There we go. Alright, now I have 2 points here. One's a triangle, that's survey, and one's a circle, that's project. Now, here's where it gets kind of cool. I know that my survey point is like 3 million in that direction. So how do I get it there? Well, one thing I do know is this point. That is the point we ID'd. If we go back to AutoCAD and we pick on it, that is that point, right? Now, back to Revit. What I'm going to do is I'm going to tell Revit what that point is. Here we go. Manage. Drop this down. Specify coordinates at a point. Bing. Now we type in the number. Now it's a big long number, so we'll just go ahead and type it in. I'm going to pause. Now I've typed the first one in, and I hit enter, and you see it converted to inches and feet. I typed the second one in, and that's in full decimal, and I click here, and you see it converts it for us. So don't panic if the numbers change. Same number, just in a different format. Now I told Revit that point is the one in our project, and we hit enter. Now what happened is you'll notice that there's a circular point here, but the triangular one left. If I zoom out way, which I probably couldn't even zoom that far, it would show that little triangle, which is my survey point. Now here's where it gets kind of cool. I told Revit, in essence, where 0 was, way that way. Here we go. Insert, link a CAD file. What the one we're going to be? We're going to come up here and hit that plan. You see, that's the plan I was working with earlier. And this time I'm going to say use shared coordinates. At this point, now, if you're not sure of the units, you can change them to auto detect. Sometimes the feet and inches will get messed up when you come in from a survey. But we're going to hit open. Now Revit's going to go and says the geometry has extents greater than certain exceeding the range will be truncated. That's okay, we can truncate. Hit OK on that. I'm just worried about this section, and it runs for a minute. And being it's a survey, you're going to get some ActiveX or some weird things in here. I hit OK. And then projects links do not. So now it's going to see it will be aligned with the project's shared coordinates. Hit OK. Notice it fell right on the corner of our building. Now, I think I used the wrong file here, so that's why it didn't come in. Let's go see which one that was. That was the civil site clean. Would have brought that in. So let's go run that one. Let's see, civil site plan. I think it's clean. Let's go ahead and drop this down. Save as. Yeah, cancel. All right, we'll just do that one too. Let's go back to Revit, but you got the idea. Let's go ahead. I'm going to grab this guy. I'm going to delete him out, and we're going to drop this down. Oop, wrong button. And insert link CAD, the clean one this time. And again, I'm going to go origin shared coordinates. Hit OK on that. Again, it's going to go through the same properties, except it may have cleaned it up a bit because we had on earlier. Hit OK on that. And bammo. Notice where it landed. Dead on. So there we go. So that is how you nail your sites down in Revit. Hope you enjoyed the tip of the week. If you have any questions, check us out on the web at therevitguys.com. Thank you.